Hello, everyone. Hello, everyone. Oh my God. Okay, I am going live on two devices. I am on Instagram right here. I am on Facebook right here. I just want to test my Facebook connection super quickly. And I want to make sure if anyone is out there, please say hi. Where are you from? Give me like a thumbs up or in the comments that you can actually hear me. Anastasia, can you hear me? I just want to make sure. And I am using, okay, there I am on my Facebook page. Okay, Veronica can hear me. I don't think anyone's live on Facebook right now to be able to hear me. So I'm just going to minimize that screen, but welcome everyone. I am trying out something new to see if I can like duplicate my content creation in a much easier way. So today we're going to try going live on video, and I'm then going to post that video on my blog, send it out to my email. We're going to share in a minute why this is super important. And I have horrible light coming in I have great light on my Facebook one and not great lighting here. But let me do my formal introduction. So I'm glad that it's working. Anastasia says it's working. Kim Leskovic's on, Lighthouse Essentials. Veronica's here from England. So hi everyone. Again, I'm on Facebook and Instagram. So if I'm looking at a different camera, it's only because there's two of you. So hi there, I'm Ashley Sirokis. I'm a registered holistic nutritionist. I'm a doTERRA diamond level essential oil educator. And what I'm here to talk about today with you is that I'm a branding and website expert specifically supporting wellness entrepreneurs and health business owners. So I'm known for being super transparent and super strategic. If anyone knows me, you'll know that I'm very strategic. And I love to teach systems, but with soul, with the goal of helping to free up your jam-packed schedule so that you can get back to your zone of genius and all the things that you really love doing in your business and your life, because more than likely that's not working on your website or your brand. So I recently sent out a questionnaire to my audience, and the number one concern that I heard over and over again from the majority of people was that you don't have enough time. Spoiler alert, like none of us do. This is not surprising to me, but I wanted to touch on today 4 ways that you can save valuable time in your business with a beautiful brand and website. This might sound very, like not related, but believe me, it is. Okay, so 4 ways to save you valuable time in your business with a beautiful brand and website. Way number one, save time with your branding. So what is branding? Branding is, you can think of branding as the feeling that you leave your potential clients, your potential customers, the feeling that you leave with them when you're not actually there. So your branding it's a feeling, but what makes up that feeling is the choices of colors on your website, the fonts, the photo style, the writing on your website, all of these things. And this can also be expanded to social media. Oh goodness, sorry. I just put up this is live, y'all. I just put up a new curtain to block this amazing bright sun that I have because it's way too bright, and it just fell down. 2 thumbs up from me. All right, let's take a breath. Let's reset. Oh, that scared me. Oh my God, I'm the most scared person ever. Okay, so branding, it's your colors, it's your fonts, it's the way that you write. This cannot just be on your website. This can also be on your social media. So why would you think that spending time doing branding, is everyone okay? I know Veronica's like, that scared me. Just breathe. I know. Okay. Oh God, I am having a hell of a time with this damn window. I will get this fixed soon in an actual professional way that's not going to fall down. Anyways, okay. So why would spending a little bit of time to set up branding beforehand actually save you time in the long run? I want to ask you this. If you ever go to post on social media, how many times do you sit there and maybe you have an app like WordSwag, or maybe you have an editing app, a photo editing app like Color Story, or you use Adobe Lightroom on your phone to edit like the filters and the colors in it. How long do you sit there playing around with things to try to get it to look great? Like you're like, should I try that color? Should I try that color? Oh, this WordSwag has like 50 different fonts that I can try. Oh God, which one? And then you're sitting there like just going back and forth between them going, oh, that doesn't look right. Oh, This is where branding will save you time. If you have a set number of colors, kind of like this color story, this aesthetic that your business has. For me, it's pink. There's actually some mint green and a bright green in my branding, although I don't use the bright green very often, but I use here on Instagram and on Facebook as well. You'll see that all of my images have a very consistent color story. There's a lot of pink in them because that is my brand color. So when I'm going to put a caption overlay on Instagram stories, if I'm making an image for my website to then share on Pinterest or some other social media for a blog that I wrote, I don't have to sit there and like fiddle with all these different things. I just know, boom, this is my font. Boom, these are my colors. Boom, this is my style. That's where branding will actually save you a ton of time. So when you sit there and you're just trying to make your feed look pretty, there's a lot of time and energy. If you sit there, and I know Veronica's on here, I know she's probably spent a lot of time trying to make her feed look pretty. And the less choices that you have and the more in a routine, like I can literally edit a picture for my Instagram feed in 20 seconds. And I don't need to fiddle around with, oh, there's this little light fade, there's this extra filter I can buy. No, it's just here. I use this one, I use this one, I use this one. Perfect. Everything looks consistent. When someone goes to my Instagram feed, it looks the same as my website. It looks the same as my Pinterest. It all looks consistent. That is what a brand is. People want to invest their money in businesses and people who are consistent. So that's way number one. FYI, I have an entire blog post on my website showing you all the pieces of your brand puzzle and that you're going to want to save time on, but it shows you all the visual marketing going forward in terms of what you need to have in place for that branding to save you time. So I'm going to pop it in the comments below the video on Facebook. If you are on Instagram, you can click the link in my profile and just search by the term logo, and it will come up with a article that says you don't need a logo, you need a brand, and that walks you through all of those steps for you. Okay, way number two to save you time, your valuable time on using branding and a website. So number two, save time with creating questions and answers and setting up systems for the most common processes that you go through with paying clients or potential clients. So things like scheduling, hosting events, getting people to qualify and enroll themselves in either like your health business or network marketing especially. So this is where if you're on social media, especially pushing your business, you might get the same questions over and over again. You might, because of your expertise, you might get a lot of questions on eczema, or you might get a lot of questions on, or people going, how can I enroll myself? Or people, if you're a nutritionist, people going, how can I work with you? You can sit there and type the same thing over and over and over again, or you can just pop a link into the direct message to say, oh my God, the whole process is entirely set out here on my website. Just go, start at step number one, follow the steps, and you're going to be all good. And let me know if you have any questions. That's way easier than going like, step one, click on this link. Step two, it's going to ask you this question. I'll pick your country. Like, it's a pain in the butt. Have it already out on your website for them. You're going to save time. They're going to save time. So examples of this are like if you go to my website, again on Instagram, click the link in the profile, click the link that I will be sharing after on Facebook Live, and you'll see that from my navigation bar, I have a couple of pages called Purchase doTERRA Essential Oils and doTERRA as a Business. So that is going to answer a lot of these questions and have people getting answers without me having to give up my valuable time. Another way to do this is with blog posts. If you constantly get the same questions over and over again in your business, let's say you're a hormone expert and people are like, how can I boost my progesterone? Or why do I get PMS? Or how do I stop menopause? Write a blog post about it. So for all of you who are brand new to the online world, a blog is just a shortened name for weblog. And it's a page on your website. It's updated much more frequently than the others in these entries, or what we call posts, but it's usually written more casually as well. So it gives people an opportunity to learn more about you. And again, people don't invest money in companies or businesses. They invest money in you. So a blog is the number one way that I grow my email list and therefore grow my business. Email subscribers turn into buyers much more frequently than just random followers on social media. So in the past 30 days, I've personally added 270 new people to my email list. So do that math. We're approaching, I would love it to be at 10 people a day. It's getting towards that, usually 7 or 8 people a day, finding my website, joining my email list on autopilot, meaning that there's very little active work from me. So by using a blog, not only can you support your current customers, especially if they have a lot of questions. So again, Going back to this network marketing example, you might have a lot of questions that for doTERRA, like how do you fill up your diffuser? How do you make a roller bottle? All of these common questions that people have when they first start working with us that we think is pretty like, duh, you don't know how to do that. But this is actually questions that people are going to have when they first become customers. So you can save time on supporting your actual paying customers that you have now, but that same information and those same blog posts can be used to find new customers, which is the most amazing part. Also, when people are on your website, they're probably going to click around to maybe one or two more pages. They're going to see all of the value and expertise that you bring. So not only for current customers, this is going to help them feel very confident that they chose to purchase from you. Because let's be honest, in the wellness world, we're becoming pretty saturated. So the chances of someone else having a business similarly to yours is very high. So people are going to feel really good that they invested in you, but seeing the value and expertise that you offer might make them refer people to you without asking. Or they're going to become a repeat customer without you having to do all the one-on-one support. We still give one-on-one support to customers if we can, but if you're trying to scale your business, at some point, you're going to run out of time. So this is a great way to use something like that, a blog post. The second thing is for future customers, when they're seeing all your expertise because they're clicking around to different pages on your website, this will help you create trust with them faster, leading to a sale faster. People purchase from people who they trust and who they know can help them. So what better way to let them know that you can help them by showing them that you know stuff. So again, I have another blog post, and this one is called 6 Ways to Use a Blog to Grow Your Business on Autopilot. Again, I'll pop it in the links on Facebook. On Instagram, you're gonna have to click the link in my profile and just search 6 ways, and more than likely that blog post will be the only one that comes up. But there's a specific method on finding new customers via your blog is what that blog post is about. So that is that whole kind of ways to support your current customers or find new customers is covered in that blog post. The third way is through events. They're all linked up on your website. Your website is the hub. Let's say you have a lot of different events going on in your business. So you might have some group programs, you might have some seminars, you might have cooking classes, you might have essential oil 101 classes, 201 classes, all different types of opportunities for people to come to an event, whether it's online or in person. When you create an event on your website, you can then make a link that clicks out to something like Eventbrite where they can actually register themselves, but the hub is on your website. So again, they're going to see that you have all of these other things and ways to support them. So it's a really great way to build the trust that if they can't make this particular event, you have 3 other ones that they can see, and from a website, you can easily duplicate it in seconds. Okay, so that was the way number 2 is use your website and blog specifically to answer common Q&As. The third way to save time with branding and a website is have new customers, potential customers, pre-qualify themselves. So how many times have you done a free call with someone and they're just not a good fit whatsoever? Let's say you are a hormone expert and someone books a call with you and wants to talk about their celiac disease and acid reflux. In our heads, yes. Are they somewhat connected? You know, you have a digestive upset, it can lead to liver overload, which can lead to hormone issues. However, if you specifically help menopausal women, and this is a 16-year-old with colitis or something, you know, that's not necessarily going to be a good use of you getting on a call for a half an hour or an hour with that person. So what could you have done before you even hopped on the phone with them? Because your time is your most valuable resource. You can go, oh, hey, you know, that didn't work. That's a learning opportunity. Oh, shucks, I'll get the next customer. But wouldn't it have been easier just to have them pre-qualify themselves and know that maybe you weren't or are the person for them before they even hop on the phone with you, taking up their valuable time and your valuable time? So what could you have done beforehand, before hopping on the phone, to educate them on who you are and what you do before spending the time or the 30 minutes or the hour with them? How much time could you have saved by having 50% of their logistical questions answered before the call, so they could get to the actual root problem of their call and show your expertise? So let's say you have a page on your website where people can book a time with you, and you answer all of the most common Q&As right on that page. So when you get on the call with them, you no longer have to go, oh, how do you do your calls? Do you do them by phone? Do you do them by, it's all laid out there. But you can get to the root of their problem, because when you can tap into the root of their problem, that's when you're going to get a sale. Not when you're talking about that you use the phone versus Skype. Like, that's not going to get you a sale, but getting them to realize that they have this root problem, that you are the person to help them with that root problem, and they're ready to get over the problem. Because if you're dealing with these high-level logistical things, they're not getting to the emotional root of the problem. And that's when people are going to invest, probably before they're ready. So you need to get to the root. You can't do that when you're spending all your time with all the logistical crap. So also reversing this method, you could also use this to pre-qualify your new products and services before you invest all your time and energy into making something that maybe doesn't end up selling anything. So you can see if your current audience is even interested in it, but more importantly, would they part with their hard-earned money? It's one thing for you to say, oh yeah, my audience is interested in that. It's a whole other thing when they have to open up their wallets, get out the credit card, and type it into, your payment method, or tell it to you over the phone so that they're going to actually pay you money. That's totally different. So this method for reverse engineering, figuring out what your audience will actually pay for before you invest like hundreds of hours doing that, this method is outlined in the blog post, The 6 Ways to Use a Blog to Build Your Business. It's specifically point 4 and 5 on that blog post. All right, so now we're on to way number 4 to save your valuable time with branding and a website. You don't have to be a slave to social media algorithms anymore. Who's on Instagram watching right now who is like, I freaking hate the algorithm? Who's on Facebook going, this stupid algorithm is the reason why my business is not growing right now? FYI, if you are counting on just social media to build your business, you're kind of screwing yourself, because those algorithms change so quickly, and you might be in a really good rhythm and go like, oh my God, people are following me, people are liking my pictures. And then all of a sudden it's like half the next day, because all of a sudden the algorithm changed, and then you're screwed. So we're not going to give social media the control. We're going to take the control back by getting people to our website. So you're going to do, right? Veronica's like, oh, that damn algorithm. Something changed about 2 or 3 weeks ago again. And all of a sudden the likes and comments, not comments, but the likes on my pictures on Instagram are probably about half of what they were just like last month. This is how quickly it can change. And FYI, Instagram doesn't send us all, and Facebook doesn't send us all a nice message that says, oh, guys, we're changing this and we're going to make it easier for you. No, they want to make money. They're going to make it harder. They want you to pay to get your stuff seen. Social media is never going to be your friend. The other people on social media are going to be your friends, but the actual companies are never going to be your friends, guys. It's just not how it works. So what you're going to do is you are going to syndicate your content from your website. What does this mean? You are going to do what I'm doing right now. You're going to make a video. So I'm going to make this video. I'm probably maybe going to cut it up. Hopefully it's less than 20 minutes. I can cut it up into 2 videos to make 2 Instagram TVs and get into that whole thing. But on Facebook, I'm going to take this video. I have a full length, width, wide, beautifully proportioned video. I'm going to take it. I'm going to upload it to YouTube. I'm going to do some search engine optimization over there. I'm going to take the video. I'm going to upload it into my blog post. I'm going to have my assistant transcribe the blog post into a written blog post and pull the audio. I'm going to put up the audio file so people can listen to it who maybe don't have the bandwidth to download the entire video at that moment. But I'm going to have a video, and people who like to read can then go ahead and read it. Then what you do is you make a pin. You put the pin on Pinterest. The Pinterest does its thing over here. You make an image that you share on Instagram telling everyone that you have a new blog post up and to go and watch it, and you do the same thing on Facebook. If you do use Twitter, you send out something on Twitter. But this is where you make one piece of content and you share it out. But not only that, you take that piece of content and you add it to an automatic scheduling system. So you don't just share it once. You don't share your hard work once. You share it over and over and over again with a pre-scheduler. On Facebook, I use Schedule Q. Pinterest, my boards are looping. That's a whole other blog post on Pinterest that I have on my website. Again, on Instagram, click the link in my profile. And that is how you share your valuable time. You don't have to create different content for all of these different social media platforms. I'm on 3 mainly, Instagram, Facebook, Pinterest, and Facebook and Pinterest are basically on autopilot. The only place I actually have to show up is on Instagram. Okay? So this is how you save your valuable time. But if you don't have a hub to send everyone to, you are at the mercy of the algorithms, and no offense, you're going to get screwed up the bum. You just are. That's just how they are. So there you have it, 4 ways to save your valuable time with a beautiful brand and website. Let me know if you have any questions on Facebook in the comments below this video. On Instagram, feel free to send me a DM. If you know someone who would benefit from watching this video, tag them in the comments on Facebook, share it with them on Instagram. A rising tide lifts all boats, y'all, and when we're all more successful in our businesses together, we can change the world with our spending power for the better, all right? I will see you guys next time. Happy first pre-made video, live video syndication content thing. Bye, guys.